Gabriel done interested party, but it's shot on! Off the post! Second time of asking, they found their way in! And it's Song Woo-young! There's Akari, decent ball in! Can it be bundled in? Yes it can! There's Faris Rumley, looking for the far post! And another goal! Diego Lopez makes it 3! Your AIA Singapore Premier League champions of 2021, Lion City Sailors.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Centre Circle with me, Ash Hashim. Today we are joined by the Singapore Premier League champions, Lion City Sailors, who are certainly making big strides in the local football scene. But before I introduce them, of course, I'm going to have a bit of a reminder that in today's show we are actually going to be giving away an LCS jersey and also, I hope, some tickets to the Community Shield against Albirex next weekend. So definitely leave your comments and let us know who you think will get on the score sheet for LCS. And I know you guys might stand a chance to walk away with that jersey. So of course, in today's show, I am joined by two very special guests from the club. I'm joined by Badri Gen, the General Manager of LCS, as well as a player, Amirul Ali. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today.
Thanks, Ash. Thanks for having us.
Fantastic. So let's get down to it. I mean, so many questions, a lot of fans are excited. Firstly, LCS, you guys are coming in strong with the recent signings you guys made, Lim Shi Wook as well as Maxime Lestienne as well. Talk me through, Badri. What are the plans for the club? I'm sure you want to win a lot, right?
I mean, as a club, we always want to continually improve ourselves, not just on the pitch, but off the pitch as well. So definitely during the off-season, it was certainly a very busy one for us. We had to, align with our vision as well as what our head coach Kim is looking at as well. So yeah, it was definitely a very busy pre-season, but I'm glad that all the targets that we've identified from the start, we have secured. And I think moving forward into this season, our fans can expect a very, very competitive team.
Well, Amirul, welcome to the show, and I have to ask, how's the preparation been for you, for the Charity Shield coming up, and also pre-season, because I see on social media you guys have been very busy, right?
Yeah, preparation have been really, really good, and we know we are against Albrecht, and definitely they will be much stronger and prepare well for us this season. So we know what to expect, and we have to work even harder, and that's what we are doing right now in training every single day, and trying to gel with everyone, especially the new players like Anu, Izwan, Shin Wook, and so on. So we are trying to do everything well in training so that we can do really, really well during the Charity Shield.
Yeah, and Badri, I mean, speaking about the Charity Shield, I'm sure the players are excited about it, but you guys have a long season ahead with also the EFC. So how has the preparations been in terms of the club?
I mean, it's been amazing, to be honest. Everyone is really on board in terms of what the expectations are, as well as the preparations for the season. I mean, credit to Ali and the boys. They've really put in the hard work and the hard effort on the pitch. And I think it's something where, we just have to prepare as best as we can. Ideally, we would have liked to go overseas for a pre-season trip, but unfortunately, we have to deal with the COVID situation. But yep, it is what it is. But I would say that, as a whole, we've prepared the team as best as we could. Credit to the technical team as well. And yeah, we're all very excited and geared up for the season starter.
A lot of fans out there are very excited about the arrival of a Belgian, I would say, superstar in his own right? He's coming to join us, Maxime. Can you talk me through, the last couple of days must have been really intense for you guys, right?
Last few days have been quite easy actually. Okay. The days leading up to that were obviously quite intense. But yeah, I mean, we had to understand what our head coach was looking for, with the players that we have currently, and what are the kind of players we can bring in, the profile of the players as well, who can not just support the team but augment and really improve our professionalism and our approach. And it's something where, we're all very excited with the arrival of Maxime. He obviously comes with a very high pedigree and very strong profile as well. And I mean, for the player himself, he's very motivated and very excited. It's a big move for him and his family. But yeah, we are all on the same page, and we just can't wait to get started with him.
And Shin Wook as well as Henrique has joined you guys. Was there a specific reason why you guys decided to sign them?
I mean, yeah, it all boils down from a sporting perspective, in terms of the technical and tactical capabilities that these players can bring to the table. But, off the pitch as well, both players have been really amazing. I think, in terms of the dedication, the professionalism that they brought in, Shin Wook specifically, he's made it a point to not just come here but perform, but also help our local players, in terms of improving and progressing. He's played in 2 World Cups, he's won the Champions League twice. So he obviously brings with him a wealth of experience, and it's just very heartening and pleasing as a club to see that such a player is so invested in helping our local players develop.
And Amirul, I want to ask you, how's your experience been? I mean, with these new players who have just joined, I'm sure for your case, it must be quite special and interesting, right?
Yeah, definitely, because Shin Wook is a Korean national team player which has played, like Badri said, the World Cup, and as a player, that is the dream for any player to play at that kind of stage. So for Anu and Izwan, I've been with them since the in the national team. So to have them is quite, I can say a norm lah. Yeah. But for Shin Wook and Lestienne and Pedro, it's a really good experience for me as a player to learn from them, especially Pedro, who's a centre back just like me. Yeah.
The SPL and AFC Champions League, Badri, I mean, it's a long season, and it awaits you guys this year, right? What are the club's expectations and goals for the season?
I mean, the club is almost effectively only 2 years old, but it's been certainly a very eventful past 2 years. We want to ride on the momentum of winning the SPL season last year. It wasn't easy, to say the least. Obviously, we all know we went down to the wire, almost literally. 2022 is going to be a really big year for the club. I think we cannot be confident. We still have to work hard, and we still have to perform as best as we can. For us, obviously, the big thing this year is the Champions League, and we've made it a point to ourselves not to just be there and make up the numbers, but really do our best to compete, and more importantly as well, take experience from that journey. For most of us, it's going to be a really new platform, and what better way to benchmark ourselves as compared to the rest of Asia. So yep, as you said, it's going to be a really long year, but I have every confidence with the team and the players that we have. Hopefully we will do well. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of hard work ahead, and for us, it's also very important to just keep our feet on the ground, but with the eyes to the sky, and just do our best.
And Amirul, based on what Badri said, AFC Champions League coming up, first for you, right? You must be excited. That's a huge tournament in Asia for every professional footballer.
Yeah, it's a big tournament, a prestigious one, especially in our continent, and it's actually the biggest stage for club football in Asia, right? So for me, I cannot wait to experience that kind of opponents, the stadiums, and so on and so forth. So for me, I'm preparing really well so that I can do well in that kind of stage. Yeah. So I want to do well for the team, for myself, and have a good experience at the end of the day. Yeah.
And I'm sure many Singaporeans are looking forward to watching you guys in the AFC Champions League. And speaking of Singaporean fans, right, I think many, we can say here, are very excited about the momentum that you guys have put out there. So I have to ask you, how do you guys hope to continue this, over the next 5 years?
I think as a club, we always have to continually improve and build upon whatever foundations we have laid. Over and above the investments that we put in the technical team and the players, we also want to improve our professionalism and internal capabilities as well. So as a club, we've identified a few key pillars such as sports science, performance, and also infrastructure. So the hard work also goes into the academy as well, and we are very excited over the next 5-10 years in terms of the kind of talent that may eventually come up into the first team. So yeah, it's going to be really exciting journey ahead, and I'm sure as a club we will do our very best, not just for the team but obviously for the fans as well. So yeah, the fans can be assured of continual improvements along the way.
Well, speaking of fans, Badri, I have to ask as well. I mean, this question is for you, Amirul, because we're getting some questions, and one of the fans wants to know, who's your best friend at the club? Who are you closest to?
Well, I'm closest to, I would say a couple of guys, but I'll say Adam Swandi. Actually, I'll say a few: Adam Swandi, Ikram, and of course Nur Adam.
Yep.
And for the seniors, it will be Shadan and this Hassan. So Adam and Ikram has always been with me since young, so that's why I'm so close, and we've been sharing the same dressing room since young, and to be again, with Ikram especially in the same dressing room, I cannot wait to be on the pitch as well, playing with him this year.
Yeah, I mean, you seem very excited. I'm sure it's going to be a great season for you as well. So, I mean, I want to talk a bit about youth development, Baji, because you guys recently did a Europe trip. I think it was 6 weeks, I believe, in Germany, and then everyone was talking about that 27-0 win that you guys had, right? So, I want to ask, how important is youth development for Lions City Sailors? You know, could a kid out there watching this, you know, be thinking one day I want to play for LCS?
No, I think youth development is critical, you know, towards ensuring the success of the club, and more importantly, not just for the club, but for the Singapore national team as well. You know, we've taken it upon ourselves to invest in youth development. We see it as a very strong pillar, and it's something where, you know, over and above the score lines, I think it's important for us to look past that and really see it as an opportunity for youths that went into Europe as a learning opportunity, as really a journey in terms of understanding what it takes to be a real professional. And I think for us, you know, whatever investments that we put in also equates into you know, longer term success as well. And 2022 is going to be a big year for us because we have the Mata training facility that's going to be up and running by Q2. So this is something where, you know, there's definitely a lot of things to look forward to, and youth development is something where for us we see it as a very, very strong facet in terms of longer term success and development.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that new training facility because a lot of people in Singapore are talking about it. And Amirul, I want to ask because, you know, recently I saw that you guys launched some new kits. It was an away kit and it was really nice photos as well. But what do you think of the new kit, Amirul?
I really love it because when I wore it, it was really light, comfortable, and I believe it'll make me look smarter on the pitch. That's most important, right, for some players, right? Yeah. So I'm loving it, and I just cannot wait to wear it during the Charity Shield.
Yeah, and speaking of kits, guys, just a bit of a reminder that we are giving away a Lion City Sailors kit. If you guys get the answer right and you guess who will get into the score sheet, the last player to get on the score sheet. So we're giving some hints here, you know, in case you all want to know. We already got some already in the comments, but you know, you never know because right now it's still open, right, in terms of player selection, who coach is going to pick for that big game against in the Charity Shield, right, Baji?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so maybe I'll wrap this part up by asking you guys, I mean, the hopes for the upcoming season and how you all are feeling, you know, what are the vibes, Baji?
I mean, definitely very excited. I think, you know, with a really tough 2021 season, we expect 2022 to be even tougher. You know, we can see all the other local teams are continually improving as well. So it's really up to us, you know, to really do our best and, you know, put in performances that our fans can be proud of and can be happy with. And, yep, I think for us it's going to be really, really exciting.
And what about you, Amirul? I know that you are excited, but how has the preparation been, you know, off the pitch for you, you know, mentally as well as a player?
Yeah, we're focusing a lot on the physical side of the footballing side currently. So Mario is preparing us, and on the tactical side is definitely Coach Kim, who's emphasizing us on the tactical aspect of the game. So as players, we are just every day giving our 100% to make sure that what they want is you know, is targeted, is matched and so far it's been really good, and it's just I'm just looking forward, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm definitely looking forward as well to next weekend, guys.